This is Jeremy Drebenstead with Demco Products. Today we are going to cover the Air Force One coach side installation on a 2018 Jayco Freightliner Super Class C chassis. A note before we get started. The Freightliner Super C chassis uses a 1/2 inch air supply line. To complete this install, you will need a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch by 1/4 inch T-fitting. You can purchase one through Demco or source one locally. Before we get started, let's go over some safety tips. You're going to want to make sure you chock the wheels on the coach. We found on this coach there is plenty of room without using the jacks, but if you choose to jack up the coach, please use jack stands. And lastly, we're going to want to bleed all the air out of the braking system tank. This can be done by either repeatedly pressing on the brake pedal with the coach off until the tank is empty, or by opening up the tank dump valve located on the tank under the coach. Start by climbing under the rear end of the coach, right behind the rear axle. We found that there is a cross member right above the airbags that you can mount the air tank assembly by using existing holes and by using the 3/8 bolt, washers, and lock nuts provided in the kit. Now that we have mounted the air tank assembly, we will want to move to the front of the rear axle and locate the brake valves that are located directly above the middle of the rear axle. Next, we need to locate the metered air line. This will be a 3/8 line and is the only line that connects both of the brake valves together. Using a blade cutter, cut the line and attach the provided 3/8 by 3/8 by 1/4 inch T-fitting. You will then connect the provided DOT 1/4 inch air line to the T-fitting, then route it to the metered connection on the air tank assembly. Trim to size and connect to the brass fitting on the air tank assembly valve. Next, locate the 1/2 inch air supply line. On this particular coach, it was located directly above our metered connection we just made. Using a blade cutter, cut the air line, making sure to make a clean, straight cut. You will then connect a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch by 1/4 inch T-fitting to the supply air line. Then take the provided 1/4 inch DOT air line and connect it to the 1/4 inch port on the T-fitting. Then route it to the air tank assembly and connect it to the pressure protection valve fitting on the air tank assembly. We have one last air line to run for our towed vehicle connection. Take the DOT 1/4 inch air line and connect it to the elbow fitting on the relay valve on the air tank assembly. We found the air line can be easily routed down the passenger side of the coach using the inside of the frame and run it out to the back of the coach, where we will mount our female L bracket. We found a nice spot to mount the bracket where it will have plenty of clearance and will be protected. Once it's mounted, you can trim the airline to size and plug it into the fitting on the backside of the L bracket. One last important step. Using a spray bottle with the soap and water solution, air up the coach and spray all fittings to check for leaks.